Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, a top 25 matchup on hand, two of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Buffaloes will put total leather to crank us up. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner will be knocked down. First down here for the offense. Gets it past the marker. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. He wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And he eluded the defense and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bama! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the offense on first down. On the option. Now the pitch. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
He finds his man. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
Movement here from the tight end. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. They're trying to get to it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Man, how tough is this guy to defend? He drops back, everything tells you pass, and then he scrambles and gets the first down. Just so hard to defend.
Wide receiver shows motion. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Who needs that smell salt? Goodness gracious, that linebacker just opened the eyes of the running back, running through the hole and hitting him right in the mouth.
And, man, he may have to have the molars checked out after that one, but at least he was able to hang on to the football.
Secure that football. It is hard to do when you get hit that hard, especially when you get that face right there on the football. Nice job by the back holding the ball.
Quarterback checking off. Back to throw, it's Sanders. Zings it complete to the right. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
I think early in the game, you can really set the tone. You got the completion. You set up a manageable fourth down situation. Do I want to be aggressive? Do I want to show them I'm willing to go for it on fourth down? I got a great opportunity.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And the Buffaloes are in the red zone. And that pass is intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's inside the 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Alabama! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so...
Trying to burn this defensive back. And he's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Quick pass on the fly motion. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Running game worked on first down. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. Creates a little room. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it can be a long game.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
To the air, it's Milroe. Flips it out in the flat. Stopped after making the catch. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy. First on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker or safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. Finds him out of the backfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes the grab. It's Williams. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. On second down, just keeps firing. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He's going to bring it out from deep. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll go to the ground. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Sanders. He's got his man. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense too, right? There was a broken tackle, and the guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Feeling some heat. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Still on his feet at the 45. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Pass on the way. It's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Yeah, it felt incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays, you rep them over and over and over.
And the ball is picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Colorado. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
They'll leave it with him. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Using his feet to buy time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Shoots it to the left. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make...
He unleashes a long one. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted and housed, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown tie!
Man, that's a play this... Since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, going to the air. Oh, he dropped it! Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And talk about getting excited just to lose it again. The offense gets the first down. You've got enough yards, but what do you have to do? You've got to take care of the football. You can't cough it up. The defense forces the fumble, recovers it, takes all the wind and all the momentum back to their side.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Quarterback checking the play. On third down, going up top. Unleashes one. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. And the Buffaloes will have it first and 10. Leaves it with the running back. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Second down coming up. Back to pass, it's Sanders. Getting some heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Maybe a little long for a field goal. Definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go with a direct snap. The Buffaloes get it past the sticks.
You know, I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down, too, because at this distance, it's definitely not a gimme field goal, right? So your best chances of scoring points and paying this drive off are to go for it on that 4th down, and, of course, they go out and get it.
Swings it out to the flat. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Got his man! And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on 1st down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Buffs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Ready to try the point after. Bangs it through for an extra point. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds in the first half. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Got out of trouble and throws. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Trying to escape and get it himself. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Who knows, maybe being on the right hash will help him from 55 yards out. He can just take a big swing. And he's got it counted all the way to 55. Never in doubt. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The kickoff team out there getting set. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And the Colorado offense is coming back As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little
open runway ahead. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
How about the left side of the line, getting off the ball, creating some holes so that running back can get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now, and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
They almost got a first down there, stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Tide will get the first down.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. And no doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Now on 2nd and short. To throw, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This guy is special, and Alabama's had a lot of them. Devontae Smith, Jalen Waddle, Jerry Jeudy, who could make a huge play at the drop of a hat.
Yeah, big plays down the field. You get it to him. You know it could be a home run anytime he touches it. When you start mentioning those names, it just shows you the explosive nature. Everybody you mentioned, you know they can run right by you and hit those home runs. And so far, he's making some big plays in this ballgame.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this is a hard defense to run against if you're going to go sideline to sideline because of that guy's speed. At linebacker, he can get all the way to the perimeter, chase the quarterback down on the option, and make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. Impressive.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Had to get rid of it quickly. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. Poor starting field position here for this offense. From the gun, the give, looking for room. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield, and make this life hard on this running back.
And they'll knock him down. It's great to send that blitz and get the heat on the quarterback, but you might need a little help on the backside with this guy.
Yeah, because now you're putting your guy in man-to-man situation against an elite receiver, and that's a tough battle to win, but you got to take those chances. You got to be aggressive. The offense...
All kinds of running room. Discards him with a stiff arm. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Catch in the middle. It's Hunter. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Colorado. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And it's up and no good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Henderson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
They're bringing heat. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the 1st down, keep this drive rolling.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. He's turning it loose into the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to throw, it's Milroe. He'll take another shot here. Catch and stride inside the 15. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bama!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
So much for playing field position. It's just a 1-score game here in the 3rd, and they're lining up for an onside kick. And the low percentage play, the onside kick, bounces out of bounds, and they'll drop the flag. This is really aggressive here. Still just a 1-possession game in the 3rd quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. 1st down here for the offense. Handoff from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So he gets stuffed on 1st down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now on this 2nd play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these 2 coaching staffs.
A 3rd and long coming up here. And they got him for the sack.
Well, when the offense goes empty, that triggers the defense to want to blitz. The linebacker came that time. They couldn't get him blocked, and down goes the QB.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Bought a little time, lets it go. Touchdown, Bucks! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Henderson. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Miller. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
The sweet feet buy a little time. Finds his man, it's Miller. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
He's taking the shot. And he makes the catch at the 10. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those.
Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Coming after it. He's going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. Oh, what a grab by the defense. He'll try to take it back. He'll go out of bounds.